of St. Clair College in Windsor, Ontario, as we continue coverage of Day 1 of the 2022 Canadian Collegiate Softball Association National Championship Tournament. My name is Dan Dominguez, and I, along with the We Digital crew, will be bringing you all the action over the next 3 days, as 8 teams from across Canada will do battle in hopes of coming away with the CCSA National Championship. Pool B action about to start up again. It'll continue as the 0-1 Calgary Dinos take on the 0-1 Ottawa GGs. This is the 4th game on Acumen Stadium for the day. This morning we had the Western Mustangs on walk-off fashion defeat the Calgary Dinos. Humber Hawks defeated the Ottawa GGs 9-0. And just a few minutes ago, the Western Mustangs defeated the Humber Hawks 3-0. So in Pool B, Western leads the top of the standings with 2-0 record. Humber 1-1, Calgary and Ottawa 0-1 in a crucial matchup here to try and advance to the medal rounds tomorrow afternoon. The top team in each pool will be getting a bye into the medal round. Second and third will play a crossover, and the 4th place team won't be advancing for the shot of a national championship. Jordy Hartley back on the mound for the Ottawa GG. She started game 1 for the GGs earlier in the day. She had a rough first inning. She gave up 7 runs. Had a little trouble finding the strike zone. A little tough defense, but came strong after that, but the damage was already done. Defensively for the GGs, Amy Schmidt is her battery mate behind the plate. Addie Kane at first. Kylie Fortin at second base. Maddie Halstead at short. Amber Weiss at third base. Jeannick Hebert at left. Caitlin Fleer in center. And Jessie Cameron will be the right field for the Ottawa GGs. Windy day here at Acumen Stadium. Wind changing a little bit, but still coming in from right center field. Hartley finishes up her warm-up tosses, and we're ready to go here. McKenna Regier is going to lead things off for the Calgary Dinos. She's in her 2nd year of White Rock, British Columbia, studying kinesiology. The hard-throwing right-handed pitcher salutes her outfield, and we're ready for action here at Acumen Stadium. This is game 4 over here in Acumen Stadium, the opening pitch. And we're under play, a swinging strike 1. Pitch just misses, ball 1. The left-hander Regier in the box leading things off for the Dinos. Dinos have a small contingent in the crowd here. A little check swing over to third base. Fires across at a diamond to get the speedy base runner. Regier out, number 1. Nice play there by Amber Weiss to get the ball over to Addie Kane for the first out of the inning. Leah Weinkoff now. Right-hander steps in her 2nd year from Macklin, Saskatchewan, also studying kinesiology. The big Jordy Hartley on the mound, wheels and fires, strike 1, 1-1. Hartley rocks back and fires. Strike 2. Just catches the corner on the outside part of the plate. Leah Weinkoff in a hole 1-2. Hartley throwing smoke to begin this game. In there. Strike 3 looking. She goes down. Blows the fastball by her. Weinkoff can't pull the trigger, and that's 2 outs here in the top of the first. So the center fielder, Brooke Stoylan, comes to the plate. 5'4" center fielder in her 4th year, studying communication and culture. Played for the Douglas College Royals previously. 2 outs, nobody on. Fastball in there for strike 1. Jordy Hartley dealing early. Fouled straight back into the grandstand for strike number 2. Oh, and 2 now. Hartley gets her sign, fires it in there, just missed. So Hartley looks in, the right-hander Stoylan in the box. Just high, 2-2. Umpire calls time. They're going to go adjust the mound. A little discussion there. Home plate up, gets behind the plate, and we'll do it again. 2-2. 2 outs, nobody on here. Top of the first inning. The Dinos taking on the GGs from Ottawa. Jam shot, pop fly, second base. Almost a collision, but makes the play. That's Kylie 4th with the 3rd out of the inning. So we'll head to the bottom of the first. No score. We'll be back here on We Digital. Here at Acumen Stadium, bottom of the first inning. Mia Pilak taking her warm-up tosses. Her battery mate, Chloe Mayer. Emma Stevens, she was the pitcher in the first game today. She's over at first base in this game. Shay Holzinger at second. Leah Weinkoff at short. Haley Reed over at third base. Gabriella Cordair in left. Brooke Stoylan in center. And Kelsey Carrick in right field. My name is Dan Dominguez, and the We Digital crew bringing you all the action. You can catch it on WeDigital.ca or the We Digital YouTube page. If you can, come check out the action all weekend long as 8 teams do battle for the CCSA National Championship. Calgary meets at the mound, and we're almost ready for action here in the bottom of the first. Caitlin Fleer is going to lead things off. The 5-foot outfielder steps into the box. Pilak rocks and fires, fouls it straight back to the screen for strike 1. Pilak gets a sign she likes, rocks back and fires. Check swing, foul ball into the grandstands over this way. Scattering the Calgary fans in front of us. Two strikes now to Fleer. Fastball, foul down the right side, past first base coach down the right field line. We'll redo 0-2. Mia Pilak on the mound. Rocks back and fires. Just misses. Ball 1. 1-2 now. Gigi's bench showing a lot of energy early in the bottom of the first inning. The 1-2 pitch. Check swing to right field. Caught by right fielder Kelsey Carrick.
The second
So Kirk with the catch in right. 1 out now. Jesse Cameron now, the second baseman, into the box. Fouled it into the grandstand down the tunnel for strike one. Got a short backstop here on the makeshift softball diamond on the football field / soccer field at Acumen Stadium. Fans have to keep their head on a swivel for balls coming into the stands. 1-1 now. Swing, ground ball, second base. Holzinger flips it over the first in time for out number 2.
The shortstop, number 3, Matty Halstead.
Halstead now steps to the plate. Shortstop, right-handed hitter, takes her practice cuts. Halstead, 5'4" out of Linwood, Ontario. High fastball, just missed, ball 1. Mia Pilak working quickly here in the bottom of the first. Hard hit ground ball down the left field line. Foul. Pass Haley Reed and third base coach for the GGs. Oh, 1 now. Pilak ready to go. She rocks and fires. Hit hard off the glove at third base. Fair ball, base hit. Big turn at first. She's heading to 2. There's going to be a play. She is safe. Good job by Holzinger to block the bag, but an even better slide, getting in there safely. Great slide by Halstead to get in scoring position with 2 outs. So now bring the pitcher up, Jordy Hartley, trying to help her own cause to try and get on the board early for Ottawa. Hit hard in the hole, through for a single. Runner comes around third. She's going to score easy, and the runner advances to second on the throw. Missed the cutoff man. Hartley able to advance to second base on the throw home.
Third baseman number 7, Amber Reese.
So 1-0 here in the bottom of the first for the GGs. A double by Halstead. Getting to second base on a nifty slide, putting herself in scoring position and cashing in as Hartley with the RBI single. And the GGs take an early 1-0 lead with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Fastball in there, just missed, 2-0. Hartley behind the pitcher there. 2-0. Check swing, foul ball. Ball was out of the zone. Weiss taking a cut at it for strike number 1. 2-1 the count. Shortstop in the hole, Weinkoff. Fouled, straight back, out of play, just past the cameraman. Two now, 2 outs. Runner on second base. Mia Pilak trying to get out of this early 1-0 jam. Base hit in the left field. The run's going to score. 2-0 lead. And the runner's going to advance. There's no one at first base on the overthrow. A little bit of a miscommunication there for the Dinos. Weiss singles in the left field, easily scoring Hartley. And Calgary is going to have a meeting on the mound after falling behind 2-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Pilak got the first 2 batters on a fly out and a ground out, but then Halstead doubles, a pair of singles by Hartley and Weiss, and the GGs have 2 runs early in this ball game. So the GG bench is fired up, getting their first runs of the tournament. Ball away. So Pilak's going to have to settle down here in the first inning, try and get out of this, give their offense a chance to get back in the ball game. Left-hander in the box. Amy Schmidt, the catcher today. Just misses. Ball 2. Looked like Chloe Marr, catcher, wanted that pitch. Two and 0 now. Ball misses away. The runner scampers back to second base. That's Amber Weiss over there on second. So the 3-0 now. Let's see if she has a green light. She takes, misses ball 4. She wasn't sure on that pitch. Umpire calls ball 4. And Marr asks for time. And here comes the coach to come try and settle their young righty down. So Neil Harlow's on the mound talking to the pitcher. And now the whole infield will come in for the conversation with runners on first and second with 2 outs. Addie Kane, the first baseman's coming to the plate. Kane, the tall right-handed hitter, 5'11", out of Toronto, Ontario. So they break up the discussion, and we're ready for action here. Gigi's lead 2-0 early in the bottom of the first inning. 2 outs, runners on first and second. 7-hitter up here for the Ottawa Gigi's. Fastball away, misses. The righty checks her signs from third base coach and gets back into the box. That's Steph Boucher down the third base line for the Gigi's. Strike 1 for Pelock. Strike 2, sorry. No. Right the first time, 1-1. So Pelock trying to get out of a jam. Already a couple runs in. Misses away, 2-1. So Mia Pelock trying to work out of a jam here in the bottom of the first. Swing fouled into the glove for strike number 2. Chloe Marr squeezes that one for the second strike. Deuce is wild here. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 count. 2-0 lead for the Ottawa Gigi's. Hit hard through the middle for a base hit. That's going to cash one in. They throw it into the cutoff man and that shortstop. And the Ottawa Gigi's have taken a 3-0 lead here against Calgary.
The designated player number 23, Rachel Matheson.
Kane took that right up the middle for an RBI single. They're going to have a runner for Schmidt at second now. That's Amber Weiss running now. Ball just misses. 1-0. So 3 across here for the Gigi's. Bottom of the first inning. They got the first 2 outs, but ran into a lot of trouble after that. A double, 2 singles, a walk, and another single. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The Gigi's have cashed 3 so far and still have 2 on base. Mia Pelock wheels and fires back this way. And the fan in front of me gets out of the way. Fans have to remember to bring their gloves to the game. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Calgary gets out of it, but not before giving up 3 runs. So after 1 complete, the Ottawa Gigi's lead the Calgary Dinos 3-0 here on We Digital.
For every big breath, for every little breath, and for every breath in between, Ontario Power Generation is committed to keeping Ontario's air clean. That's why the power we generate is 99% free of smog and carbon emissions. Because clean air matters to us all.
So we're back here, top of the second. The GGs put 3 across in the bottom of the first. 3-0 lead over the Dinos. A battle of 0-1 teams early in this tournament. Big game here. No one wants to fall to 0-2. The 4th place team will not advance into the medal round. My name is Dan Dominguez. And myself and the We Digital team will be bringing you all the action all weekend long at the campus of St. Clair College on both Acumen Stadium Field and St. Clair Sports Park behind us. The GGs finish up their warm-up tosses. The sun trying to break through the clouds to warm the temperature up. Still a stiff breeze in from right field. So Cordair comes to the plate now. Jordy Hartley still on the mound. Jean-Nic Hébert, the batter, the right-hander in the box. And we're ready for action at the top of the second. Big fastball, blows it past the hitter. Left-handed catching Amy Schmidt fires it back to the mound. Calgary looking for their first hit of the ball game. Hard hit to ground, second base, flips over the first. 4th to Kane for the first out of the inning. Chloe Marr now the batter. She's catching today. Good job there by 4th, charging that ground ball and flipping over to her first baseman Kane for the first out of the inning. Marr back in her stance, fouled back this way. That's going to be over the grandstand. Got to pay attention up here. We get a lot of foul balls up this way. 0-1 to count now. High fastball, ball 1. The right-hander fires it in there, check swing, just misses. Marr, her second year at a Delta, British Columbia, studying the arts. Fastball in there for strike 2. 2-2 now. Hartley walks behind the mound, gets ready for this 2-2 pitch. She rocks and fires. Pops straight up, first baseman Kane over. She makes the catch for out number 2. Good job by Kane to stay with that ball. Wind playing a little bit of tricks, had a tough angle at it, but was able to record the second out. That brings up Haley Reed, the third baseman. Reed's in her second year, also out of Delta, British Columbia. Also studying kinesiology. In there for strike 1. Hartley really with some gas in this second game, throwing even harder than she did in the first game. She only had the one rough inning in that first game, but that was all the difference. When they fell 7-0 early in that game, Humber was unable to come back, losing 9-0. So 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Hartley rocks and fires. Change up, hit hard in the center field. Fleer is there with the catch. The third out is recorded. So we'll head to the bottom of the second. The GGs still lead at 3-0. We'll be back here on We Digital.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
If any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
If any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
If any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
What can milk do? Well, it can turn you into a morning person. It can help fuel some pretty tough stuff. And it can definitely make cartoons funnier.
No, it can't.
Oh, well, it can have a little edge. But come on, even kiddies love it. It'll keep up with you at any age. It makes engines whir and creme brulee creamy. It's one of the easiest labels you'll ever read. And anything that makes this happen is pretty special. In fact, what can't milk do?
My name is Dan Dominguez. We're here in the bottom of the second action. I'll be calling all the action on Pool B over at Acumen Stadium. As we're ready to go here in the bottom of the second, the GGs lead it 3-0. On this cold day, a little pop fly, Texas leaguer, tough play. Beautiful catch by Leah Weinkoff. Tough over-the-shoulder catch. She stayed with that ball and made a spectacular play in shallow center field. Fourth now the batter, one out here in the bottom of the second inning. GG's lead 3-0. Squares the bunt, gets it down, catcher out with it, fires to first, in time for out number one to get the speedy fourth. Nice play by Chloe Marr to get out behind home plate and fired over to Emma Stevens to record out number two. So top of the order now, Caitlin Fleer, the batter. Little chopper over the third base. Fair ball. Out number three recorded. Quick inning. Nobody scores. We're through two complete. The GG's lead 3-0 here on We Digital.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you. We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey.
Here at Acumen Stadium, top of the third inning. Ottawa GGs lead the Calgary Dinos 3-0. This is the last game of the day here on the second diamond at Acumen Stadium. St. Clair Sports Park still has some action behind us as well. We'll be back here tomorrow at 9:30. Fouled back into the stands. On Acumen Stadium at 9:30, we'll have the Western Mustangs taking on the Ottawa GGs at 9:30, and at 11:30, the Calgary Dinos take on the Humber Hawks. That'll end pool play tomorrow, and then we'll see how we stand for the playoff round. Swing and a miss. Hartley throwing gas here in this game. 3-0 lead. In their check swing for a ball. Big right-handed first baseman Emma Stevens in the box. Hartley on the mound. Foul back this way, heads up. Jeez. She almost got killed. One and two now. Change up, just miss high. Two-two now to Emma Stevens, leading off top of the third. Dinos trail 3-0 to the GGs from Ottawa. Hit hard in the right field. Jesse Cameron's there, makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 5, Shea
No sun to deal with, but this wind has been trouble for the fielders a little bit. Shay Holzinger now, the second baseman. She's in her 4th year at Lloydminster, Alberta. She's studying science. Oh, 1 the Holzinger. Foul ball. No, grounded the pitch, popped to the pitcher. Thought that was coming out of play, but that went straight to Hartley for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 14, Kelsey Keurig.
Keurig now the batter. She's playing right field. In her 5th year at Calgary, out of St. Paul, Alberta, studying kinesiology. Hartley continuing to deal, throwing lots of gas, lots of strikes, getting out of innings quickly here. Just misses for ball 2. Calgary yet to have a base runner in this 4th game here at Acumen Stadium as the St. Clair Saints host the CCSA National Championship. Fly ball left field. Hebert is there. Jeanique Hebert with the catch. So 9 up, 9 down for the Dinos. And we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. The GGs still lead at 3-0 here on We Digital.
For every big breath, for every little breath, and for every breath in between, Ontario Power Generation is committed to keeping Ontario's air clean. That's why the power we generate is 99% free of smog and carbon emissions. Because clean air matters to us all.
No. I never smoked any. Sure, I smoked a bit. But it was more your mom who was into it. Pot grows naturally, but it won't help you grow as a person.
Talking cannabis with your teen can be learned. Download our free brochure.
You know what? Poison ivy grows naturally, but it's not good for you, is it?
Find the answers you need at drugfreekidscanada.org.
And we're back here, bottom of the 3rd act, getting action. The Ottawa GGs lead 3-0 against the Calgary Dinos. Both teams dropped their first game earlier in the day today, day 1 of the National Championship Tournament. Mia Pilak back on the hill. Maddie Halstead, shortstop, takes strike number 1. Third baseman creeping in down the line, case of a bunt. Grounded foul, strike 2. So 0-2 now. Pilak has her in a hole. Little change up, just away, ball 1. 1-2 now. Infielders at the corners in. Takes ball 2. First and third, playing about even at the bag. Regular depth for the second and shortstop. Outfielders playing average depth. 2-2 now. Halstead, the right-handed batter, ready. High strike, swings right through it for out number 1.
The pitcher, number 33, Jordy Hartley.
Mia Pilak dealing in this game here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. She had a rough first inning, but has settled down after that. She gave up 3 in the top of the first inning. Got the first 2 outs, but then got into trouble. Giving up 3 hits and a pair of walks. 4 hits and a walk to score the 3 runs for Ottawa. Hit well foul into the end zone here at Acumen Stadium. One and one now to Hartley. Hartley had an RBI single her first time up. Hit past the third base coach. Playing well back, knowing her strong hitter's up. Playing a few feet behind the bag. Coaching a few feet behind the bag. So Hartley trying to help her own cause here again. Up 3-0. A lot of energy coming from the Ottawa GG's bench right now as they hold a 3-0 lead. Check swing, grounder to the shortstop. That's Weinkoff. Flips it over the first. Emma Stevens makes the catch to record the out. So that's 2 down now. Amber Weiss steps to the plate. Third baseman. She singled and scored back in the first inning. Left-hander in the box. Mia Pilak wheels and fires. Takes a ball. Pilak winds and deals. Hit hard down the right field line. Past the right fielder. She's going to be running to the fence. Keurig gets it in. There's going to be a play at third. Ticks off the cutoff man's glove. And she's in with a stand-up triple. If Holzinger would have been able to came up with that relay throw a little bit, she might have had a shot to fire it over to Reed for the out, but was unable to make the turn. So Weiss is on third base with 2 outs now, as Amy Schmidt, the catcher, comes to the plate. She walked in her first time up. Gigi's trying to add to their 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the third inning. Just misses low, ball 1. Left-hander gets ready for the pitch. Pilak rocks and fires. In there for strike 1. Pilak with the pitch. Just missed ball 2. 2-1. Weiss down the line at third base. Anything gets past catcher Marr, she'll be coming home. The 2-1 pitch. High fouled out of play over the screen. 2-2. Two and two now, 2 outs. Bottom of the third action. The GGs hold a 3-0 lead over the Calgary Dinos. Dinos got the bronze medal in this tournament last year. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The inning is over. Pilak blows the fastball by her to end the inning. So we're through 3 complete. The GGs lead at 3-0. We'll be back on We Digital.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
If any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Where are you headed?
What can milk do? Well, it can turn you into a morning person. It can help fuel some pretty tough stuff. And it can definitely make cartoons funnier.
No, it can't.
Oh, well, it can have a little edge. But come on, even kiddies love it. It'll keep up with you at any age. It makes engines whir and creme brulee creamy. It's one of the easiest labels you'll ever read. And anything that makes this happen is pretty special. In fact, what can't milk do?
2-1. Jordy Hartley wheels back and fires. Hit deep to left field. Hebert camping under it. Makes the catch. Tag up. Fires to third base. No chance of advancement on the strong throw from left fielder Jean-Nic Hebert. My grade school French coming into play there with Hebert in left field. Gabrielle Cordair now will try and cash the runner in. Hit hard to shortstop. Diving stop. Gets to her knees. Fires across the diamond. Safe at first. Runner moves over to third base safely. So Calgary gets their first hit of the ball game. Maddie Halstead all-out dive in the hole at short. Got to her knees, but wasn't able to get the speedy Cordair at first. So runners at the corner now. The catcher, Chloe Marr, she popped up to the first baseman her first time up. We'll see if the runner has anything going on here. That's a wild pitch. Runner coming home. Catcher can't find it. Calgary's on the board. They score their first run of the game and now trail at 3-1. Cordair also moves up on the play. She's at second base now. So 2 out, runner on second base. Calgary trails by 2. Swing and a miss for the strike. So Hartley seeing her first problems of the game. The 0-1-1 pitch. Fouled straight back into the grandstands. 1-2. Pitcher Jordy Hartley not fazed by that run. Still throwing heat at the Calgary hitters. Changeup high and away. That one just slipped away on the changeup. Runner at second, Gabriella Cordair. Fly ball popped up to the shortstop. Halstead's underneath it. She makes the catch, but Calgary gets on the board here in the top of the fourth. They still trail at 3-1. And we'll be back here for the bottom of the fourth here on We Digital.
For every big breath, for every little breath, and for every breath in between, Ontario Power Generation is committed to keeping Ontario's air clean. That's why the power we generate is 99% free of smog and carbon emissions. Because clean air matters to us all.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media.
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
And we're back here. My name is Dan Dominguez. And the We Digital crew bringing you all the action here for the CCSA National Championships. Calgary infield conversing at the mound to get ready. There's bottom of the fourth action. The final game of Pool B play on day 1. We'll be back here at 9:30 with all the action you can find on WeDigital.ca or the We Digital YouTube page. You can also find We Digital on Facebook for all the links. First pitch in there for a strike. Addie Kane now, the first baseman. GG's lead at 3-1 here in the fourth game of this tournament here on Acumen Stadium. Strike number 2. Samia Pilak starts out this inning. Looks like they called that second one a ball, so we got a 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch. Just missed. Pilak wanted that pitch. Catcher Chloe Mayer held that for the umpire, unable to get the strike call. 2-1. She rocks and fires. Hit hard to right field. Couric is there. She makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Kane hit that one hard, but it was right at the right fielder, Kelsey Couric. Couric out of St. Paul, Alberta, studying kinesiology for the University of Calgary. Strike one. Rachel Matheson Green, the batter, 5'3", out of Oakville, Ontario, for the GGs. Hit hard down the line, foul ball, just past third baseman Haley Reed. Reed playing right on the line, so it's going to be tough to get something past her down the line. 0-2 now. Mia Pilak back on the rubber. Left fielder way over and left. Fouled straight back. We'll redo the 0-2. Left fielder about 9 yards over from the left field foul line. Hitting the left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Matheson Green. A one-out single for the Ottawa GGs. So 1 on, 1 out for Ottawa. They'll bring up Janique Hebert. Swing and a miss, strike one. Hebert is out of Ottawa, Ontario for the GGs. The 0-1 pitch. Pop foul, out of play. Reed gives it chase but runs out of room on the third base side. 0-2. The Saints providing their soccer bench to try and keep the players warm, but the Ottawa team is right on the fence rooting on their hitter. Down low, ball one. 1 on, 1 out here. 1-2 count. Hebert, the batter. Pilak rocks and fires. Little check swing back to the mound. Pilak throws it the first in time for the out. Stevens runs it back into the infield. 2 outs. Little cue ball shot there from Hebert. But she's out at first for the second out of the inning. Caitlin Fleer now. She's 0 for 2. Fly out and out. Catcher to first. Little pop by second baseman over right fielder. Makes the catch. Good job by Kelsey Kirk to call off her second baseman to record the third out of the inning. So Calgary gets out of it. We're through 4 complete. The GGs lead it 3-1. We'll be back here on We Digital.
What can milk do? Well, it can turn you into a morning person. It can help fuel some pretty tough stuff. And it can definitely make cartoons funnier.
No, it can't.
Oh, well, it can have a little edge. But come on, even kiddies love it. It'll keep up with you at any age. It makes engines whir and creme brulee creamy. It's one of the easiest labels you'll ever read. And anything that makes this happen is pretty special. In fact, what can't milk do?
Email from school about the incident today.
Scary.
You know, teachers like me, parents, we don't always know as much as you guys do about what's going on with other kids.
Half the time, it's rumors.
Yeah, but if you're ever concerned about a friend who's having trouble with alcohol, prescription drugs, anything, you need to tell an adult, someone you know and trust. That can be hard, but speaking up about a problem is what helping a friend is all about.
And we're back here at top of the 5th inning, about to start. Ottawa GGs lead the Calgary Dinos 3-1. Day 1 of the CCSA National Championship being held at the beautiful campus of St. Clair College. We're playing here at Acumen Stadium. More games behind us at the St. Clair Sports Park. Haley Reed's going to lead things off for the Dinos. They trail 3-1. Jordy Hartley still on the mound for the GGs. First pitch hit deep to left center field. Fleer is not going to get that one. That's to the wall and over the fence for a ground rule double. That one hopped. She crushed that ball in the left center field to start the top of the fifth inning off with a bang here for Calgary. Oh, okay. Stevens now the batter. So Reed crushed that ball over the left center field past Fleer for the ground rule double to get Calgary's inning off to a bang. In there for a strike, 1-1. Calgary getting the spark they needed to try and get back into this game here in the fifth inning. Hartley still throwing gas for the GGs. Hit hard, past the shortstop for a base hit. Runner's going to hold at third base. Runners on the corners now for Calgary as the Dinos have something going. Smart by third base coach to hold that runner. Down 2. Runner on first is now the tying run for the Dinos. Holzinger the batter. She popped to the mound her last time. In there for a strike. Runner runs towards second, and they let her have second base on the defensive indifference. Interesting, let the tying run get in the scoring position there for Ottawa. Ball down. 1-1. I would have liked to see the catcher try and throw her out at second. If they're going to give her an out, take the out, even if it costs you the second run. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Hartley going to try and strike her way out of this inning. Nobody out here. 2 runners in scoring position for the Dinos. They trying to get back into this game. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Hartley blows the fastball by her for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 14,
Kelsey Keurig now the batter. She flew at the left field her last time. Hit hard to second base. She smothers it, flips it to first, out at first base. The run scores, so Calgary gets on the board for their second run of the game, and they now have the tying run at third base with 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. That was a fine play by Kylie Forth over there at second base to smother it, flip it over to Kane, and hold the runner at third, the tying run. McKenna Regier fouls one off. Regier's 0 for 2. She did reach on an error and score the first run for the Dinos. We got a ball game here now. 3-2. GG's still leading the top of the fifth inning. 1 strike, 2 outs. The leadoff hitting Regier in there. Hit hard. Base hit to right field. It's in the corner. Regier round second. She's going to go to third. She's getting the wave and she gets held at third base. Oh, but he gets past. She's coming home. The play at the plate. She is safe. The Dinos have taken a 4-3 lead over the Ottawa GGs. They had the runner held at third base, but the GGs threw the ball around a little bit, past the catcher, and cost them the 4th run. A huge RBI triple by McKenna Regier to score the tying run, and the GGs' error cost them the go-ahead run. Big turn of events here at Acumen Stadium as the Dinos now take a 4-3 lead here in the top of the 4th inning. They're finally starting to dial into the hard-throwing Jody Hartley. And she blows a strike in there. Leah Weinkoff, the batter now. 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt. Hit just off the pitcher's glove. Weiss over, not in time. Base hit Leah Weinkoff.
Center fielder number 3, Brooke Stoylan.
Big 3-run inning here as the GGs call timeout to have a discussion to try and calm down their big right-hander. That was a clutch triple there for McKenna Regier to bring in the tying run. And then smart base running, alert on the path to score when Ottawa overthrew their cutoff man. And the ball got past the catcher. So 2 outs now, runner on first. The Dinos now lead it 4-3 here. Top of the 5th inning. Ball down low. Good block by Amy Schmidt. Brooke Stoylan, the batter. He's playing center field today. Pickoff. She's saying, oh, the first baseman didn't know who her base runner was. Schmidt threw behind the runner, but she drew the throw and sprinted to second base. Leah Weinkoff, smart base running there for the Calgary Dinos. Kind of suckered the catcher into throwing behind her and easily taking second base. So Ottawa having a little bit of trouble now defensively. They had a few miscues in game one that cost them that game. 3-1 count. In there for a strike. 3-1 now. She was taken all the way. Misses ball 4. First and second now for the Dinos. Their bench is really riled up now. So Cordair comes to the plate now. She's 1 for 2 with a single. Grounded out to second in her first at-bat. She's got 2 on with 2 outs. Hartley in some trouble. Giving up 3 runs here in the top of the 5th. Hit deep to left center field. Fleer on her horse. She's under it and makes the catch. But the damage has been done. Calgary scores 3 to take the 4-3 lead as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll be back here on We Digital.
No. No. I never smoked any. Sure, I smoked a bit. But it was more your mom who was into it. Pot grows naturally, but it won't help you grow as a person.
Talking cannabis with your teen can be learned. Download our free brochure.
You know what? Poison ivy grows naturally, but it's not good for you, is it?
Find the answers you need at drugfreekidscanada.org.
So we're back here for the bottom of the 5th inning. Mia Pilak back on the mound. Her offense has now staked her with a 4-3 lead. My name is Dan Dominguez, and I'm calling the action here in Acumen Stadium, day 1 of the CCSA National Championships. There's a big 3-run inning for Calgary to take the lead. The GGs will have to battle back here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So at the top of the order now, Caitlin Fleer, the center fielder. Correction, that's Jessie Cameron leading things off. Pilak on the hill. Fouled straight back to the screen. Oh, 0-1 now. Bottom of the 5th inning. Pilak still on the mound for the Dinos. Squares the bunt. Bunts through it for strike number 2. Cameron now. Pilak rocks and fires. Misses outside, ball 1. Pilak adjusts the mound on the makeshift diamond here at Acumen Stadium. The college doing an excellent job getting this facility set for the tournament today. A little shot over the pitcher's head, but she makes the over-the-shoulder catch for out number 1. Good job by Pilak to stay with that ball. Maddie Halstead now comes to the plate. Right-hander is 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Struck out her last time up. Hit hard to the third base and down the line. Fair ball for a base hit. Cordair throws it back into second base. A 1-out single for Maddie Halstead for her second hit of the ball game. So Halstead's on first. That'll bring the pitcher up the bat. Jordy Hartley. She's 1 for 2. Single and a run. Back in the 3-run first inning for the Ottawa GGs. Foul towards the dugout here down the first base line. Ottawa's been shut down after that first inning. Mia Pilak was able to settle down and keep the GGs off the board. 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out. Hit hard, the left center fielder. Stoyland's over. She's not going to get it. That ball's in. They hold it. They send her home. The play at the plate. She is. Oh, this pitcher tips it away from the catcher, and the run scores. They might have had a play with Mara at the plate, but Pilak tried to cut that ball off and tipped it away from her catcher. So an RBI double from Jordy Hartley to tie the game at 4. And they got a runner on second base with only 1 out. So the go-ahead run now for Ottawa on second base. Only 1 out. Mia Pilak peers into the catcher, rocks back and fires. Just misses, ball 2. The left-handed Weiss steps into the box. She's got a single and a triple today. Having a strong day at the plate. Waves at a fastball on the outside part for strike 1. Pilak gets her sign, wheels and fires. Little dribbler down the third base. Foul ball. Reed scoops it up, flips it back to the mound. Weiss gets her sign from coach on third. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's the second out of the inning for the Calgary Dinos. So Hartley's still at second base. She represents the go-ahead run for the GGs. Left-handed catcher Amy Schmidt. Up the bat. Ball high. Hartley will be looking to score on anything hit to the outfield. Just missed, ball 2. She's getting a good secondary lead after the pitch. Left-hander Schmidt in the box, ready to go on the 2-0 pitch. Fielders on the corners, just in front of the bag. Strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. 2-1. Outfield playing pretty deep, so any ball hit to the outfield should score Hartley from second base. Hit back to the pitcher. She makes the play. Fires it over to Stevens for the third out of the inning. The GGs tie it in the bottom of the 5th. As we head to the 6th inning, tied at 4. We'll be back on We Digital. Top of the 6th inning, Acumen Stadium. We got a tight one here. It's 4-4. The Ottawa GGs taking on the Calgary Dinos. Both teams lost their first game of pool play. So an important matchup here for one team to improve the 1-1, the other falling to 0-2. There's also the option of a tie. We don't play extra innings here in pool play. Hartley back on the mound, taking her warm-up tosses. Chloe Marr is going to be the leadoff hitter for the Dinos. We'll have action all day long Saturday here at Acumen Stadium, as well as St. Clair Sports Park just behind us. 2 pools, 8 teams battling for the national championship here in the CCSA 2022 championship tournament. The GGs have their meeting on the mound. The outfielders have their meeting in shallow center field. And we're ready for action here in the top of the 6th. Marr steps to the plate, 0 for 2, a pair of pop-ups. Hartley traditionally salutes her outfielders, and we're ready to go. Hartley rocks back and fires. Little cue shot down to the first baseman. Kane picks it up, foul, strike 1. The 0-1 pitch to Marr. Just missed outside, 1-1. Jordy Hartley rocks back and wheels and deals. Strike 2, swung right through the high fastball. 6th inning, Jordy Hartley still throwing heat here at Acumen Stadium. The 1-2 pitch. Just missed, 2-2. 3-2 umpire calls out. That's a hard fly ball hit over Herbert's head, Haybear's head, off the wall. Mayer trots into second base easily for a stand-up leadoff double, and the Dinos are in business here in the top of the 6th. She drove that ball right over Jeannick Hebert's head for a leadoff double. That'll bring up the third baseman, Haley Reed. 1 for 2, a double in the lineout. She's hit the ball hard today. Hard hit the left field. She has to play it on a hop. Gets it in, base hit to the cutoff man. Reed with a single to put runners on the corners. Reed gets her second hit of the ball game. So top of the 6th inning, first 2 runners reach. First and third. Hartley in a little bit of trouble again. Emma Stevens, she pitched in the first game. She's playing first base in game number 2. Squares the bunt. Runner goes about halfway. They're going to let her trot down to second base for the defensive indifference. So 2 runners in scoring position now. Top of the 6th inning, nobody out. The fielder's playing in on the corners. Off the batter's foot, she's down. She's going to feel that one. This cold day here in Windsor, Ontario. The wind blowing in from right field. She's going to take a couple minutes. Try and get the feeling back in that foot. Coaches come in to look at the big right-handed hitter. She took that one hard. She swung hard at that ball, just trying to make her way to her feet now. 4-4 here in the top of the 6th inning as the Calgary Dinos taking on the Ottawa GGs. Both teams dropped their first game earlier in the day, and she's back up on her feet. That one's going to hurt now, but I'm sure it's going to hurt even worse tonight when she gets the ice on it. So 0-1 now. Jordy Hartley still on the mound. Emma Stevens in the box. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball just missed, ball 2. So the GG's in a little bit of trouble here in the top of the 6th. Got a small but loud Calgary contingent. Fouled straight back over the grandstand. Over towards the Zeckelman Tennis Center here on the campus of St. Clair College. Hartley rocks and fires. Change up. Back to the mound. Off her glove. A run's going to score. The throw over the first. Not in time. The Dinos take a 5-4 lead here in the top of the 6th inning. Hartley was able to get a glove on that, but couldn't come up with it to hold the runner at third. The runners advance. Runners at the corners. We'll look for Stevens to run the second here again. Holzinger, the batter, squares the bunt, and they'll give her second base. So second and third, still nobody out. Top of the 6th inning. Gigi's in some trouble. Hard hit up the middle. Base hit, 1 run in. Play at the plate. She is safe. 2 RBI single for Shea Holzinger, cashing in Reed and Stevens. A 7-4 lead for the Calgary Dinos. So a big 5th and 6th inning now for the Dinos, scoring 3 in each inning. A meeting on the mound for the GGs to try and calm their young team down. The GGs gave up 1 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, and now 3 here in the 6th. Still nobody out. Holzinger advances a second on the play at the plate. Kelsey Keurig, the right fielder, 0 for 2, steps into the box. Hartley in. High fastball. Ball 1. So the Dinos making good contact here, making Ottawa make a few errors. In the dirt, past the umpire, throw to third base. Safe. Good throw by Amy Schmidt from her knees behind the batter. But Holzinger able to advance to third. Again, nobody out. Fastball, strike 1. Regier on deck, top of the order. She had a big hit back in the 5th inning. High fastball, 3-1. Hartley rocks back. Little pop-up to shortstop. Halstead makes the play, doubles her off, throws it away. The runner unable to advance. So Ottawa finally gets the first out of the inning. Looks like Rachel Matheson Green now. It's starting to warm up over for the Ottawa GGs. Squares the bunt. Had a bit of a safety squeeze going on there. Holzinger way down the line at third. Third baseman Amber Weiss way in at third base. Addison Kane creeping in at first. The 0-1 pitch. Squares the bunt. She's coming home for the safety squeeze. Safe at the plate and safe at first base. RBI bunt single. And the Dinos push across their 8th run of the ball game. The speedy Regier got a great bunt down to cash in the 8th run for the Calgary Dinos, and they lead it 8-4 here in the top of the 6th. Strike 1, Leah Weinkoff, the batter. She's 1 for 2, a single and a sacrifice bunt. Strike 2. Hartley walks around the mound after getting her first 2 strikes to this batter. 1 out. Top of the 6th inning. Gigi's in a hole now. High fastball, ball 1. Hartley rocks and fires. Swing and a miss for strike number 3. 2 outs now. So Regeer's on first. She's had a big game. Single in that big RBI triple that changed the momentum of this ball game. Brooke Stoylan now. The runner goes. Throw to second. Safe at second on the stolen base. Halstead a little late getting over from shortstop. They were going to have trouble getting the speedy Regeer anyway. Stoylan's 0 for 2. Pop up and a fly out. Base ump tries to fix second base. And we're ready to go here. 1 ball. Jordy Hartley rocks back and fires. Grounder to third baseman Weiss. Fires across the diamond for the 3rd out of the inning. But the damage has been done. Calgary pushes 4 across in the top of the 6th to take an 8-4 lead over the GGs. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 8-4 Calgary here on We Digital.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media.
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
My name is Dan Dominguez. We're back here for the bottom of the 6th inning. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Madison Belden is now taking the mound for the Calgary Dinos. Mia Pilak's day is done on the mound. Belden, the 5'9" righty, out of her first year studying bioscience. She hails from Calgary, Alberta. Not a save opportunity, but she'll try and nail these last 6 outs down to give Calgary their first win of this tournament. Huddle for the Dinos on the mound, and we're ready to go. Addison Kane, the batter for the Ottawa GGs. The righty gets into the box. So Belden on the mound. Slow rock and delivery, and fires the first one in there for strike 1. She leans back slowly, but fires it in there for a hard strike 1 fastball. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Madison Belden now checks her sign, rocks slowly backwards. Fouled into the glove for strike 3. Out number 1. Belden strikes out the first batter of the inning. Good job by Chloe Marr to hang on to that strike 3 foul tip. Now bring up Rachel Matheson Green. Single and a strikeout. Ottawa running out of outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Right-hander looks down at her signs and digs back into the box. They trail Calgary by 4. The 1-0 pitch. Hit hard down the line. Fair ball. She rounds first. She's going to go for 2. There's going to be a play at second. She's in with a stand-up double. Hits it past the third baseman, Haley Reed. Hustles around for the 1-out double. Jean-Nic Hébert, the batter. 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of the 6th inning. The GGs trail by 4. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So Belden, her first inning of action for the Dinos. Runs the count to 1-1. Belden rocks back and fires the 1-1 pitch. Just misses low. 2-1. Bottom of the 6th here at Acumen Stadium. Day 1 of the CCSA National Championship Tournament. Dinos lead at 8-4. Just missed. Ball 3. Belden in a little bit of trouble here. Down 3-1. Runner on second base. Takes a little something off that pitch to get it across for strike number 2. Batter was taking on that 3-1. Ottawa needs base runners. Full count now. End of the bat over the shortstop. Wanka fires the first base in time, gets the out, fires over the third, safe on that third base. So runner on third now, 2 down. Ottawa GGs. Leadoff hitter Caitlin Fleer now. She's 0 for 3 today. Ottawa's going to have the meat of their order if Fleer can get on base here. Take strike 1 right down the middle. Belden doing well in relief. Gave up the 1 double. Got a strikeout and a ground out. Up high, ball 1. Fleer, the outfielder from Sydenham, Ontario. Little check swing foul ball, cue ball down the right field first base side. Emma Stevens retrieves it, fires it back to Belden. 1-2 now the count. Belden rocks and fires. Little check swing to the pitcher. She makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So we're through 6 complete now. The Dinos lead 8-4. We'll be back with the 7th inning here on We Digital.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
I'm not going to announce it. And we're back here, top of the 7th inning. We're at Acumen Stadium, the home of the St. Clair Saints. The Calgary Dinos lead at 8-4 over the Ottawa GGs as we enter the final inning. Both teams dropped their first game earlier in the day of the CCSA National Championship Tournament. We're in Pool B of the round robin. Calgary looking to add to their 4-run lead. Gabriela Cordero is going to lead things off. She's playing left field today. She's 1 for 3 in a single. Jordy Hartley still on the mound. And there's Cordero, the right-hander, getting ready to step into the box to start this 7th inning. Hartley acknowledges her outfielders, and we're ready to go. Hey, tell them to shut the music off. Okay. It's the 3rd time they've done that. What, are they doing this game? Yeah, like they forget to turn it off, whoever's running it. Hartley now. Ball low. 1-0 now to Cordair. Dinos lead it by 4 here in the top of the 7th inning. Strike one. 1-1 now to Cordair. She had an RBI single back in the 4th inning. The 1-1 pitch. Hit hard in the right field. Jesse Cameron is there. Judges the win, but makes the first out of the inning. Wind still blowing in from right field here at Acumen Stadium. Cold Friday afternoon, day 1 of the tournament. Chloe Mayer, the batter, 1 for 3. A big double led to a 4-run inning for the Dinos last inning. Hartley still on the mound for the GGs. Just misses ball 2. Meyer in the box, ready to go. Little jam shot, shallow center fielder. Shortstop makes a spectacular catch from Maddie Hallstatt. She looked for help from her center fielder. She was playing too deep. Hallstatt an all-out dive with the snow cone for out number 2. Beautiful play by Maddie Hallstatt. Halstead, the shortstop out of Linwood, Ontario, with that great play for out number 2. One and one the count. 1-1 now here in the top of the 7th inning. The Dinos lead at 8-4. Ball down, 2-1. Jordy Hartley still on the mound for the GGs. High pop fly. Maddie Halstead underneath it. Records the 3rd out of the inning. So we're heading to the bottom of the 7th. Ottawa going to have a big comeback to get back into this game. 8-4 Dinos here on We Digital.
Email from school about the incident today.
Scary.
You know, teachers like me, parents, we don't always know as much as you guys do about what's going on with other kids.
Half the time, it's rumors.
Yeah, but if you're ever concerned about a friend who's having trouble with alcohol, prescription drugs, anything, you need to tell an adult, someone you know and trust. That can be hard, but speaking up about a problem is what helping a friend is all about.
We're back here at the bottom of the 7th inning. My name is Dan Dominguez, bringing you all the action from the CCSA National Championship Tournament being held here at the beautiful campus of St. Clair College. We're on Acumen Field at the Acumen Stadium. St. Clair Sports Park behind us with Pool A action. The GGs have some work to do. They're down 4 here in the bottom of the last inning. They're going to have to get a rally to try and work at least a tie and a win for this game. The Dinos trying to keep the GGs at bay to get their first win of the tournament. Ball 1 low. The 2-hitter, Jesse Cameron up. She's 0 for 3 today. Hard hit down the right field. Couric is there, records the out for the first out of the inning. So Halstead comes to the plate now. She made a spectacular diving catch in the last inning in shallow center field. She has 2 hits, single and a double. She scored a pair of runs. High pop fly foul. They're going to give it chase but run out of room. 1 strike. So 0-1 now to Halstead. Bottom of the 7th action. inning. Hit hard in the center field. Stoylan is there. Makes the easy catch for out number 2. The GGs are down to their last out. Calgary 1 out away from recording their first win of this tournament. Madison Belden on the mound to try and close this one out for the Dinos. Pitcher Jordy Hartley up the bat, trying to keep their team still in this game. 2 outs here. Ball up and in. Belden looks in, rocks back, and fires. Ball low. Hartley trying to keep things going for their Ottawa GGs. They need base runners bad to get back into this ball game. She takes a strike in there. Still a lot of energy coming from the GG's bench, trying to get back in this game here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Just high, ball 4. Hartley gets a walk with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Third baseman number 7, Amber Weiss.
So Hartley's on first with the walk. Weiss is a pair of hits today, a single and a triple, struck out her last time. She'll represent the final hope here for the GGs. Reaches for a foul ball just over the screen. GGs need base runners to try and get in this ball game. Hartley on first base with her walk. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. A little change of pace. Ball 1. 1-1. Madison Belden rocks back and fires. Just misses. 2-1. Two and one now to Amber Weiss. She's playing third base today. In there, hit hard to shortstop, makes the play, flips it to Holzinger. The Dinos end this one and win it 8-4 over the Ottawa GGs. The Dinos improve the 1-1, and the Ottawa GGs fall to 0-2. My name is Dan Dominguez. I'd like to thank you for tuning in today. We'll have all the action tomorrow here at Acumen Stadium as well as St. Clair Sports Park. Tomorrow morning, we'll have the Western Mustangs taking on the Ottawa GGs here at 9:30, and that'll be followed by the Calgary Dinos and the Humber Hawks at 11:30. My name is Dan Dominguez, and along with the We Digital crew, we'd like to thank you. And that's all for us at Acumen Stadium. And we'll see you tomorrow here on We Digital.
No. I never smoked any. Sure,